Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're jumping into another round of the AI Championships. In this fight we have Lipz versus Keller, and they have a very interesting board. Lots of great heroes, so the banning process is going to be interesting because no matter who you ban, there's going to be some great heroes that slip by. So we'll jump into the selections and see what these two characters or players did. So here are the bans, here are the picks, and let's go through it. Flipping the coin, Lipz won. She chose to go first. So with our bans, we have Arcane, Morrigan, Damo, Danae, Lascari, Go. So obvious ban on these two characters. Arcane, I think you just don't want your opponent getting her. Danae, with the board here, we have Aratar. We've got a Tiles. I mean, just in general, Danae is a filthy character to let your opponent get, so understandable. And Damio, kind of like Naja, can revive demons, so yeah, don't want your opponent getting. So as you can see, I mean, good bands, but still so many good heroes getting past. And with that, Lipz gets to pick first, and she goes with Chrome straight out of the bat. Probably the heaviest damage dealer on the table, apart from Morrigan, but I mean, Chrome is faster, and yeah, so yeah, I think it's a strong choice. Moving over to Keller, and he had such an interesting choice. There was so much on the board. He went with an Ilios and Magnus pick. Oh, sorry. So starting off strong again. I mean, leadership from Ilios, and then you've got Magnus, probably one of the best tanks in the game. Back to Lipz, who hit back just as hard with Suna and Rogaru. So Suna's support attacks could absolutely demolish if they hit, and Rogaru's just given enough time can become an absolute damage dealer. Back to Keller, who went Magnus, not Magnus, sorry, went Mizuhiku and Mirrodin. So the aim here is just going to protect Mizuhiku. If you can protect Mizuhiku, the AoEs come out, and happy days. So those dots land and those dots hit, but it's just protecting him. Then we went back to Lipz, who went a Tiles and Aratar. So now I think a Tiles is a very smart pick. Very smart pick. When you consider that AoE characters on Keller's side, they're instantly going to trigger a Tiles taunt. So it's going to give the rest of her team a chance to just absolutely unleash. Back to Keller, who went with Lokia, and that was his final pick before the subs. And yeah, so those were the main characters. Then we went into sub choices, which was you had Tahit and Agnor for Keller, and you had Tricky and Riser for Lipz. Now, Tricky, a very interesting character. If I was Keller, I probably would have picked Tricky over Tahit, and yeah, at least had something to do there. But yeah, those are the picks. So we'll jump into the battle now and see how it all folds out. Going into the round with Keller and Lipz, and both teams have great setups. I just do not know who's going to win, as Mizuhuku's actually taken out quite quickly, which is a big part of Keller's team eliminated. But AoE damage coming out. The taunt from the Magnus is now out. The Ilias is going to start buffing his allies, or Magnus anyway, and all of Lipz's characters are down into critical HP, but the Suna can get a taunt out. When she gets taunt out, the rest of her characters are just going to be able to perform the best they can. There's no one going to stop them now, though. These two characters left on Keller's team. This was a really quick battle. There's not a, how do I commentate this? It's just, oh, okay. So the AO range, what? Okay. So we've gone from some really long battles to probably one of the quicker ones. Let's go over some things real quickly. The Mizuhiku got taken out too quickly. That's a big part of Keller's team. Unfortunately, not able to survive past the point of the Magnus taunt coming out. If the Magnus taunt was able to come out and the Mizuhiku was still on the field, then the bleeds from Keller's team could have made a difference. However, the outgoing damage, the raw damage from Lipz's team is massive. They've got Chrome, Aratar, though not the greatest damage, is still capable of doing some decent damage to the enemy. Rougarou sooner the tiles there, if any AoE, and a lot of Kella's team is AoE. So the moment that AoE comes out, the tiles takes the taunt, and just letting Lipz's team go to work. These two teams are very high damage dealers. Unfortunately, the one key part of Keller's team was taken out too quickly. That's the first round, very quick. I couldn't commentate at all. There's just too much going on. But feel free to go back and watch what happened. We'll take the fight over to the contenders. We'll see what they want to do for round number 2. Jumping into the second round with Lipz and Keller, and both teams have chosen not to make any difference as Mizuhuku is taken out. The support attack from the Suna is just too strong, and that is the threat gone. It is up to the other 4 characters. A decent amount of stuns coming out from the Mirrodin. Can it make a difference, though? He's actually doing quite a bit of work now. As the Magnus takes a few hits, the Tiles is down. If they can take out the Rougarou is about to do a lot of damage. And if he crits, the Suna is going to get support attacks in. No, oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. And very quickly. Oh, Mirrodin was actually doing some work there. Oh, my God. The Mizuhuku just taken out too quickly, unfortunately. If he survives, Keller might have a chance. He really might have had a chance, but unfortunately not is the target. He was eliminated very quickly. RNG not in Keller's favor. Lipz progressing through to the next round of the AI Championships.